single dad taught a boy to fish, not knowing his mom was a millionaire who'd fall in love. Ethan Miller woke before sunrise every Saturday, the way he had since his wife passed 3 years ago. Grief had turned into routine, and routine into survival. He packed a small cooler, 2 sandwiches, and an old tackle box whose latch stuck if you didn't coax it gently. His daughter Lily, 8 years old and stubbornly hopeful, sat at the kitchen table tying her sneakers. "Dad," she said, "do you think we'll see him again?" Ethan smiled. "If the river wants us to." That was how they talked now, soft metaphors, careful optimism. Lily's world had shrunk after her mother died, and Ethan's had narrowed to one purpose: raise his daughter right, even if money was always tight and the future felt like a foggy bend in the road. They drove to the river, a quiet place locals loved but never crowded. Ethan liked it that way. You could hear yourself think. You could remember without being overwhelmed. That morning, as they set up near the bend, a boy stood a few yards away holding a fishing rod upside down. He couldn't have been more than 10. Skinny, polite posture, eyes scanning the water like it might judge him. Ethan watched for a moment. Then he stood. "Mind if I help?" he asked gently. The boy's face lit up with relief. "Please. I keep doing it wrong." Ethan crouched beside him. "Name's Ethan. This is Lily." "I'm Noah," the boy said. "My mom brought me." "She's busy." Ethan nodded. He showed Noah how to hold the rod, how to cast without forcing it, how to feel the line instead of watching it. "Fishing's not about catching," Ethan said. "It's about learning when to wait." Noah listened like the words mattered. Like they were something he needed. They spent the morning together, laughing when Lily splashed her shoe, celebrating when Noah finally reeled in a small trout. It wasn't big, but Noah held it like a trophy. "My mom's gonna be proud," he said. That's when she appeared. She stood a little back from the water, dressed simply, jeans, a light sweater, hair pulled into a loose ponytail. Her eyes were kind but tired in a way Ethan recognized. The tired of someone who carried responsibility alone. "Thank you," she said when Ethan looked up. "I'm Claire." "No problem," Ethan replied. "He did great." Noah ran to her, breathless, retelling every detail. Claire listened like it was the most important story in the world. They talked a bit, about school, about the river, about how Noah wanted to learn the right way. Claire laughed softly. Ethan noticed the way her eyes lingered on Noah, protective and proud. Before they left, Claire hesitated. "We come here sometimes. If you're ever around," Ethan nodded. "Saturdays." As they drove home, Lily stared out the window, smiling. "Dad," she said, "I think Noah needed you." Ethan swallowed. "I think we all need someone." The Saturdays continued. Fishing turned into picnics. Picnics turned into conversations that lasted long after the sun dipped low. Ethan learned that Claire was a single mother too. She said she worked in business. She never talked about money, and Ethan never asked. He didn't need to. He liked her laugh, the way she watched Lily like she mattered, the calm she brought to the riverbank point. One afternoon, Noah arrived upset. His shoulders slumped, eyes dull. "Bad day?" Ethan asked. Noah nodded. "Kids at school say my mom's rich and weird. They say she doesn't belong." Ethan frowned. Claire had never mentioned wealth. But kids notice things adults try to hide. Claire arrived late that day, clearly stressed. When Noah wandered off with Lily, she sighed. "I should have told you." "Told me what?" Ethan asked gently. She looked at him, searching. Then the words spilled out. She was a self-made millionaire. Tech startup. Sold it years ago. Money had followed her like a shadow she couldn't escape. She dressed simply, lived quietly, but people always found out. And when they did, things changed. "I didn't want that to be why you were kind to my son," she said. "Or why you talked to me." Ethan sat silently, the river murmuring between them. "I'm not angry," he said finally. "I'm just surprised." She nodded, bracing. "I understand if this makes things awkward." Ethan stood and walked to the water. He cast his line, slow and steady. "You know," he said, "I taught Noah to fish because he looked like he needed someone to show him how to be patient. That's it." Claire's eyes filled. "I'm broke," Ethan continued. "I work overtime. Some months I choose between fixing the car and buying new shoes for Lily. But when I'm here, with you, with the kids, that's the richest I've ever felt. Silence. Then a quiet sob. I've never had anyone say that to me, Claire whispered. Their relationship didn't become perfect overnight. Pride crept in. Doubts surfaced. Ethan worried he wouldn't belong in her world. Claire worried her money would always stand between them. The real test came when Lily needed surgery, minor, but expensive. Ethan tried to hide the bills. Claire found out anyway. I don't want charity, Ethan said, voice shaking. Claire took his hands. This isn't charity. This is family helping family. The surgery went well. Lily healed. Walls came down. Months later, at the same river bend, Noah taught a younger boy how to cast. Lily laughed nearby. Ethan and Claire watched from a blanket, hands intertwined. You still think fishing's about waiting? Claire asked. Ethan smiled. No. I think it's about showing up. Again and again. She leaned into him. I'm glad you showed up.